and welcome to another video. And today I will be answering questions for the Q&A video. So we have Magabear first in line because he wrote first. So his question is, who's your favorite conservative speaker? So my favorite conservative speaker is Jordan Peterson. I think that he is very intelligent. And he's able to make really well-crafted arguments, and I really like how he covers issues like feminism and social justice and politics in general. He is really good. I think there's a difference between him and other conservative speakers. I think that other conservative speakers are kind of stubborn, and Jordan Peterson is able to hear both sides of an argument. He's really civil. So my favorite conservative speaker would be Jordan Peterson. Election Planet. Best channels in the election community top 10. Okay, so let me try and do this. The best election channel by far is Red Eagle Politics. Then I'd say it's Mateo's 2020 Politics. Then I'd say Fun Election Predictions. Then I'd say Andrew's Election Predictions. Then Read Only PDF. Then Zach Z. Then I'd put Alan. I should have put him higher up. Then I put who else did I forget? Well, I'm always gonna forget things like this off the top of my head. So, Election Planet, I guess you could go ninth. It's not like there are there are a lot of other channels. Your channel is good. So, you're ninth, and Aiden's election predictions is 10th. So, yeah, top 10 election community people. So, this was written in a different language. I remember when I made the Cenk Uygur versus Ben Shapiro prediction, I replied back in the same language because I used Translate. Now I'm just using it to see what the channel wrote. So it said L12 was a nice assessment, like a good presentation of health in your efforts. Oh, thanks about that. Thanks. So now we have SPC election coverage. Oh my god. Well, I totally forgot about them for the top 10 election channels. So SPC, I guess you could replace Zach Z and Election Encyclopedia. You could also replace I think this is just too complicated. There are like so many channels, I don't know how to fit them all into the top 10. But yeah, you're somewhere there, SPC. The SPC's question is, what is your stance on AOC's Green New Deal? So my stance is that I like that it's trying to tackle climate issues, but I don't like that it's bringing in economics, and it's also really unrealistic, a lot of the goals here. So I wouldn't support it. I think that there has to be a less expensive way and a more realistic way. That is not the Green New Deal. So, yeah, I don't really like it. Question, Theist. Also top 10 favorite YouTubers. So, there's this kind of scale, I think, between 1 to 7. 1 is atheist, 7 is the most theist. So I guess I'd say 4, because I guess I'm a theist agnostic, because I was born theist. But I don't know, I think kind of agnostically, but I still want to stay theist. I just wouldn't feel right to be atheist. So I'm not gonna call myself atheist. I guess I'm a stage 4. And my top 10 favorite YouTubers, those are on the side plaque thingy of your channel, of my channel. So if you press on my channel and you look at the channels, and I say channels I binge watch, those channels are the ones that I actually binge watch. And those are my top 10 favorites. Next one is from Elections. My question is, what's the most reliable news source? So, the most reliable news source is, I think, Fox News right now. It's not reliable prime time or in the morning. So, like Fox and Friends and Tucker Carlson and Hannity, those aren't reliable. Something like with Dana Perino or Red Bauer, those are really reliable. They don't really give their opinion, they just cover the news. And I think that SE Cup is okay. But she does have some flaws. She is kind of biased. I think that you could say CNBC, but they do economics. So yeah, oh my god, I was gonna say Fox News, but I said Trump. I don't know. That doesn't work for my argument. But Fox News is mostly reliable. I don't really watch Tucker Carlson and Hannity. I don't like what they think about Russian collusion and all that. Aiden's election predictions. Question, what state are you from? So, I'm not able to tell that for privacy reasons, sadly. One day, if I ever am a public figure, which is really unlikely, which is like not, there's only like a 1% chance that will happen, I will reveal it. I don't know, I guess it will be on my birth certificate or whatever, something like that. But I don't want to specify. I do live in the United States, but I think that's kind of obvious since I do cover American politics. So I do live in the United States. If anybody was wondering if I do that or not, and yeah, I guess to make it up to you, I'll answer kind of other question. Where would I want to live when I grow up? Or the state? What state would be a good place? A state that would be nice to live in would be California, but it really depends on where. Personally, if I were to live in California, I were to live in Orange County, but that doesn't really relate to the question that you were asking, so I'm sorry. Next one from John Wilson. Who is your favorite historical figure? My favorite historical figure by far is Napoleon Bonaparte. I studied him a lot, and there's probably like a 20% chance that you're in my class. Anybody that's watching this right now, and you remember the I Prevailed poem. Yeah, but if you are not in my class, that wouldn't make sense to you. But it was just I made a poem about Napoleon, and I got too passionate, I guess to say. But he is my favorite historical figure. By far, he is really interesting to study. And we have Larry's grandma with what's the craziest dream you've ever had? So Larry's grandma, I'm just gonna answer this for you. You are we're not on good terms, Larry's grandma. I don't even know who you are, but I'll just answer it. The craziest dream I've ever had was once the kids in my grade all moved into the gym, and we were given economic ideologies like communist, capitalist, and then for some reason it also included government, uh, forms of government, like totalitarianism and things like that. So I was classified as communist for some reason, and everybody in my group died except for me and somebody else, and we transformed into dinosaurs. So that doesn't make sense. We used noodles as swords and guns. I don't know. It was weird. Larry's grandma with "Remember Me." So I do remember Larry's grandma. This is a really weird story. So basically, there was another alt account and Larry's grandma that were trolling me and my online friends that I'm friends with in real life. So me, Zane Bros, and Pfeffer Forever. Larry's grandma was trolling us, and now he was. I thought we deleted his channel or something like that, or maybe he just got revived somehow. But now he's basically back at trolling me. I know this is somebody from our school, because of what he knows. So, Larry's grandma, I remember you. Please confess who you are. Like, actually, I really want to know who you are, because you've been doing a good job at trolling us. And Jimmy Fungus with the next question. My question is, can Senator Elizabeth Warren win the Native American vote? So, she could win the vote. Of course, Trump won't make that happen using all the Pocahontas stuff. But looking past that, she has done a lot for the Native American community, and I don't even like her. But she has sponsored a lot of bills and co-sponsored some bills to help Native Americans. And if you were to look at her past, then a lot of people would vote for her over Trump. So I say it could happen, but against a candidate like Donald Trump, it's really hard because he is really good at just picking on somebody for one thing and never letting go of it. So Aiden's election predictions again asks what website I use. I use yet another political map simulator. I linked it already to you there, but just so anybody else wants to know, it's yet another political map simulator. If anybody wants, I could give them a link. And to finish off this Q&A, we have Noam Zot Menashe, Menashe or something like that. And the question is, you mad, bro? Yeah, I am. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.